So this is our website address. It's classcover.com.au. You can access the website using your computer, or you can also use your mobile phone's internet browser. Okay, so this is the initial page that you'll get. And of course, you want to click on schools. And then on the very last tab, you got the login button. So click on login. This time I won't have to log in because I've already saved my login details to my browser, but of course you guys can do it. So when you initially log into an internet browser, it will ask you if you want to save your login details. And I think that's a very good thing to do so you won't have to type it in every time you want to log in and make a booking request. Okay, so the initial page that you'll get here is the Book a Teacher page. We're gonna go ahead and discuss about that one further later on, but let's just quickly talk about this page that was put up. This is the 7 quick tips for successful relief teacher bookings. It gives you amazing tips on how you can use the system effectively. And the first tip that we got here is to make sure that you have enough teachers on your list. Okay, to improve to improve the successful booking outcomes, we aim to have around 15 or more relief teachers attached to your school profile. So if you are a small school, 15 is, at least 15. And if it's a bigger school, you are required to have at least 30 teachers added into your list. So if your regular go-to teachers are unavailable, you can access a larger pool of relief teachers in our database. Okay. Initially, when we set up your school profile, we're going to ask you to send us the copy of your existing list of relief teachers, and all you have to do is give us your the names of the teachers and their contact numbers, and we'll take care of the invitation for you, and we'll have them added into your school's profile. So just gonna quickly show you here how you can, let's say, for example, you don't really have a lot of relief teachers. You can go into this page. It's the Find Teachers page. Okay, so the Find New Teacher page gives you an access to our database, to our list of relief teachers that may be available or that may qualify for your school to be, one of the relief teachers. So you have all of different types of filters here. You can search for a specific relief teacher by typing in their names here. That is, for example, you have one teacher that approached you and told you that they wish to be added into your list. Then you can go in here and then type in the name of the relief teacher, and then just go ahead and click on search. And you can find the teacher here for you to review the profile and have her added into the list. Okay, but let's say, for example, you're only going to be using this one to find new relief teachers, then you can make use of the filters that are available on this page. So the first filter that we got is the availability status. So you can select a specific date. Let's say, for example, you're looking for a relief teacher that is available for tomorrow, the 30th of October, then just go ahead and select that one and then click on search. So the website will load up and will give you a list of available relief teachers for tomorrow, which you can invite and be added into and have them added into your list, so you can send out a booking request to them. Sometimes it might load a little slow depending on how many teachers that will be, provided in the page or in the list. So in this case, I think we have a lot of teachers that are available for tomorrow. So it took a while for it to load up. So here you go. You will see that these are the teachers that are available. Okay. So aside from filtering based on the availability date, you can also filter based on the state. But of course, this one is set up based on the address that was entered into your school's records. So This one is New South Wales. And you can go ahead and adjust the distance as well, all the way up to 250 kilometers. But of course, who would want to book a relief teacher that is all the way from, yeah, another state? So maybe the safest one will be 50 kilometers. And you can also filter based on the subjects that they're qualified to teach. Let's say you're looking for a relief teacher that is, or that can handle a drama class, then yes, it's possible for you to filter it there. And you can also filter it based on their teaching levels. So it's not just primary teachers. You can look for secondary teachers, teachers with anaphylaxis certificate, even EAs and SLSO. You can go ahead and find them here as well. So it's not just for relief teachers, even principal, as you can see. So let's say, for example, you've done all of the filters. I'm going to give you a quick example. I'm going to look for someone that can cover an English class, and that is a primary relief teacher. So I can click on the search button. So this one is saying there's nothing that is matching here, but let me just, I think I accidentally entered a date here, so let me do a search again. Okay, so there you have it. So those are the teachers that can teach an English class and that are available. So if you want to review more or to know more about the relief teacher, all you have to do is click on the name itself, and it will open up a small box that serves like a CV, like a mini CV, and you'll get their information like their email address, contact number, date of birth. You can even, have a look and see if they will be available for the next few days. And right here at the bottom, you can also see their right to work proof, the work experience, qualifications, references, and even attachments. So for New South Wales school teachers, we really advise them to make sure that they upload all of their certificates, like the anaphylaxis and e-emergency working with children permit. So always go to the attachments part to double check if they are uploaded into their profiles. Okay, so let's say, for example, you like what you see here. You wish to add Lucy as one of your teachers, then just go ahead and click on Invite Teacher. And what's going to happen is the system will send out an email plus a notification via the app or a text message to the relief teacher telling them that your school is interested to add her or him in your list of relief teachers. Okay, so make use of this page and try to build your database, your list of relief teachers. Again, if you're a big school, we are aiming to have at least 30 relief teachers in your list. All right. For New South Wales schools, we've added these few links. We have the ECPC and the eSafety links, just in case you will need to verify the relief teacher if they are really qualified to cover a class for your school. All right, so that's one of the ways for you to add a relief teacher. But let's say, for example, you know the relief teacher personally, or you have their contact details, then you can also go into this page, which is the My Teachers page. And from here, you can click on Add Teachers. And then just put in the name, the email address, and the mobile number, and click on Add Teacher. So you can add the relief teacher directly. Okay, you also have the bulk upload. It's something that we are using if you guys will be sending us your existing list of relief teachers. So it gives you, it gives you the ability to download your list of relief teachers all in one go. So there's there's an Excel spreadsheet which will allow you to, put in all of the details of the relief teachers that you wish to be added. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly show it to you. Okay, so it's an Excel spreadsheet. And basically, you just have to put in the first and last name, mobile number, and the email address. And then save it on your computer. Once it's saved, click on Choose File and then Save Changes. And the system will automatically send out the invitations to all of the teachers that you have entered into the file. Okay, so let's go to the next tip. Give relief teachers enough time to respond. So this is when you're sending out a booking request. Okay, when using the one at a time booking option, keep the booking window open for at least 1 hour. And because this will give your relief teachers more time to respond and will improve your booking success rate. Now, sometimes when we send out a booking request to a list of relief teachers, they will not be able to reply to you, especially if it's within school hours, because some of them might be, in a class. So by the time that they finish the class or they go on break, they won't be able to reply to your booking request anymore because it already expired. So this is the idea here. You have to make sure that you give them enough time to respond to your booking request. And I'm going to show you where to do that. So just go to Book a Teacher. And it will be here. Close booking after. So initially it will be set to 30 minutes, but you can go all the way up to 1 week. But I think giving them around 3 hours to respond should be good enough. So make sure that you're adjusting that one. All right. So it says here as well on the third tip, be mindful of the time that you're sending out the request. Try not to send the request during teaching hours as your recipients are most likely working. I would say before school hours and after school hours are, the best time for you to send out the booking request. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to send out the booking request. You go to the Book a Teacher page, and you'll see that you have two different tabs here, booking request and a pre-confirmed booking. So just for you guys to be clear about the difference between the two, booking request, you're only going to be using this if there was no verbal agreement that was made between you and the relief teacher. So that means you're sending out a request and you're waiting for the relief teacher to respond and to accept your invitation. Whilst the pre-confirmed booking, you're only going to be using this request if the relief teacher is aware about the booking already. For example, you have a relief teacher at your school today and you spoke with her and you wish to book her again for tomorrow, then you can make use of the pre-confirmed booking. So in that way, that relief teacher will no longer have to respond to your booking request for the booking to be confirmed. When you're booking via the pre-confirmed booking, the relief teacher or the booking gets automatically confirmed. Booking requests, they still have to reply to confirm the request. Pre-confirmed booking, when you send out the request, they get automatically booked for it. Okay, so I think booking request is the one that you guys will be using most of the time, since you don't get to speak to the relief teachers that much. So I'm going to show you how this one works. So this is the form that you have to fill out before you send out the request. Of course, from here you can select the time on when you would like them to be booked. So let's say I want to book someone for tomorrow, which is the 30th of October. You can also select if you wish to book them for the entire day or just half day. And from here, you may also change the start time or the end time. Later on, I'm going to show you how to change the default time for this one if your school has a different school hours. Okay, but for this one, it's going to be 8:30. And from here, you can also search for subjects and tags. That's just, for example, you're looking for someone that is, qualified to cover a specific class. But if not, then you won't really have to fill that one out. Teaching level. So this is a primary school. So let's click on primary. And from here, you can select how many teachers you wish to be booked. You can go all the way up to 10 teachers. So this time I'm just going to be sending out a request for one teacher, and then make sure that you put in the name of the class that they need to cover. So let's say it's class A1, and then the teacher that they will need to cover is Jane Smith. The reason for absence is, yeah, the reason why the teacher was away. So for this case, let's just put in sick leave. Okay, so once you've completed the form, you can go and scroll down and go into this part. From here, the system will automatically populate the teachers that are available. So if you want to, if you want them to be receiving the request that you're going to be sending out, just click on Add to Invite List. Add to Invite List. And as you will see, there will be a list here on the right-hand side. So those are the teachers that will be getting your booking request. So add to invite list. If you are in a hurry, you can go ahead and click on add top 5, add top 10, or just add everyone that is available. And they will be added here. Okay. So once you've added everyone in, let's say you have 5 teachers in the list, the last part is for you to put in or to select what is the request type. And you have 2 different request types. You have one at a time and all at once. One at a time means you're sending out a request based on a priority list. So as you can see from here, there's a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one here on top is the one that will be receiving the request first. That is if you choose the all at once. But if you click, oh, that is if you click on one at a time, I'm sorry. But if you click on all at once, they will receive the request all at the same time. And whoever will reply first is the one that will get the booking. Okay, so remember about the first tip, or I think it was the second tip, make sure that you give them enough time to respond to your booking request. So let's give it around 2 hours, and then click on send invite. And it will give you a quick overview of the booking request that you're going to be sending in. So you're looking for one teacher to cover this date. And here are the teachers that will be receiving the request. If you are 100% sure with your request, click on confirm and generate request. So you will see here it says booking was successfully created, and it will bring you to another page where you can see the live status of your booking request. So it will show here that the request was sent on the date plus the time when the request was sent. Also from here, you will see the responses from the relief teachers, but this is a dummy profile that I'm using. But let's say, for example, Billy accepted a booking request. It's going to show here accepted or booked in green. All right. And one of the best ways for you to double check as well, if the booking is really, confirmed, you can go to the calendar page and go to the date itself. Let's say around here on the 30th. And you will see that the booking should be there. All right, so let's just go back to the Book a Teacher page and go to the pre-confirmed booking one. So again, we're only sending this one if the teacher is aware about it, the request, because they get automatically booked for it. So of course, you have an option to filter to look for that specific teacher that you wish to book. And you can select the date on when you would like them to be booked. You can also put in the teaching levels and the ratings. Okay. As you can see here, we have the A, E plus C checkbox. That's just something for you to use as a marker for you to identify who are the teachers that have the anaphylaxis and e-emergency certificates. So let's say Ben Grozia have the anaphylaxis and e-emergency certificate, then you can put a check into the box. All right. So let's say I wish to book Ben for the 30th. All you have to do is click on the day itself, and it will give you the booking form. So just the one that we did earlier, you put in the name of the class that they will need to cover, the name of the teacher that they will be covering, and the reason why the teacher was away. Okay. And click on Send Booking. They get automatically booked for this one. So if you go to the calendar page, you'll see that he is booked. If you wish to get the details about the booking, just go ahead and click on the booking itself. And there will be a box that will show you here all of the information about the booking, plus the option to edit or even to cancel a booking request. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the Book a Teacher page. And I'm just going to quickly show you here how on pre-confirmed booking, you can make use of this one if you wish to book a relief teacher for multiple dates. So you look for the relief teacher, click on the first date that you wish them to be booked, let's say the 31st, and then you go to the repeating tab. All right. And then from here, you can select if you wish them to be booked every MWF for, let's say, 2 weeks, or you can also go monthly, or you can even select if you wish to book them until the end of this year. And then click on Review Occurrences. And you will see all of the dates that they will be booked. And then just click on Create Individual Instances, and they will get automatically booked for all of those dates. Okay, let me try that. Go to the calendar. So I booked Ben Grozia for MWF until the end of the year, and you will see that all of the bookings are there. MWF. All right, let's move on to the next tip. Include all of the information a teacher will need to know your request, or for them to know the class that they will be covering. So it's important that you include the year group covered, the teacher that they will be covering, just like what I showed you guys earlier. Make sure that you do not miss out on any important information about the booking. Next tip is improve the quality of your current list. So of course, your teacher's list is not static, and it will change over time, which reflects the transient nature of relief teaching. So you'll find over the course of the year that some teachers are no longer active on the platform. So you will see a sea of HI, or an orange status. HI means haven't indicated, just like what we're seeing here. There you go, HI. It means these teachers are not logging in into their profiles and are not updating their availability status. So we've implemented a new feature to help you identify inactive teachers and clean your list accordingly. So you have an option to show only the teachers that have indicated their availability status. So if you don't want those teachers in your list that has, the HI status, you can go to the settings and uncheck this option, the very first option. Include teachers who haven't indicated. So just uncheck it and then click on Save. When you go back to your list and try to send out a booking request, those teachers will no longer appear. Now, the reason why they appear there, it's because even if they haven't indicated their availability status, you should be able to book them still. All right. So let's move on to the next tip. Are your teachers operating the app as you would expect? So unlike with the schools, the teachers rely heavily on their mobile phones to accept booking requests. So they have their mobile app. So, just make sure that they are aware about how the system works as well. And we've created these documents that you can send out to your relief teachers. So, and you can download it. And you can copy it and send it to all of your relief teachers. This one gives all of the information that they need to know about how they should set up their relief teacher profile, how to download the app, what documents they need to put into their profiles, how to update their availability status, how the push notifications works, how they receive the booking request, and how they can get in touch with us. All right, so you should be able to download that when you go to this page, 7 tips for successful bookings, and then go to the number 6 tip, and then click on here. So it's not just, we don't just have a document for casual teachers. We also have documents for new users for your schools because you can actually have more than one user for your school. Okay, so we have a document here as well that you can send out to them. And I'm going to show you real quick how you can add more users to your school's profile. So once you've logged into the school's profile, go to the very last tab, click on additional users, click on invite members, put in their first name, last name, email address, and mobile number, and then click on add user. Once you click on add user, the system will send them an email with their login details and the link on where they can log in and access your school profile. Okay, we have 2 different types of users. You have the administrator and you have just, a plain user. So as you can see here, you have the toggle bar. If you make them an admin, once they log into the school profile, they should be able to have the same access as what you have as a relief teacher administrator. They should be able to cancel a booking, invite new teachers, and even change the settings of the school profile. But if you don't want to give them that type of access, you can just go ahead and disable it. And in that way, what they can only do is log in, just like, for example, with John Smith. He's not an admin, so when he tries to log in, the only thing that he can do is send out a booking request. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the last tip here. It's send and adjust bookings on the go with the ClassCover app. So it's not just the website that you, or not just a computer that you guys can use to send out the booking requests. You may also download our app. If you have an iPhone or an Android phone, then we have those apps available for you for a quicker access. At least you won't have to open a computer, log in, put in all of those details in just for you to send out a booking request. You should be able to make use of our mobile app. Okay, so those are the helpful tips that I could give you for your profile to make use of our system effectively as well. All right, but now I'm just going to go ahead and quickly show you some other tabs that you guys should be aware of when using our system. Okay, you have the My Profile tab here. When you click on it, it will give you the information of your school. So you have the contact details, the address, and everything else. If you need to make some changes on it, click on Edit School Profile, put in the new information that you wish to put in, and click on Save Changes. So just like what I said earlier, only the admins will have an access for this one. Let's go back to the Calendar tab. I've shown you this page earlier, but this is the page where you can see all of the bookings that were made by your school, and you should be able to edit or even cancel a booking by going into this page. Just a tip when canceling a booking, always cancel with SMS, so in that way the relief teacher will be notified about it. There's also a new feature that was added, which is the add external event. This will give you an ability to put in an event to a calendar. Let's say, for example, your school will be having um, a carnival tomorrow or a seminar. You can go ahead and have that one added here. Let's say Athletics Day. And you can also put in a comment and then click on Save Event. So this just gives you an opportunity to make use of this page more. So it's not just bookings, you can also put in external events. So of course, when you click on it, it will also allow you to edit or even to delete an event. All right, so this is the next tab that I want to discuss with you about. It's the Reports tab. You have two options here. You have the request history and the payroll report. The request history just gives you an ability to view all of the bookings that were sent out by your school. So it gives you the records. Let's say, for example, you want to know what happened to a booking request that was sent last 2nd of October. Then you go to reports, click on request history, look for that booking, and then click on view. If I click on view, it will give me more information about the booking request. If did the teacher respond to it or were they notified correctly, then you should be able to see it here. Payroll report, this is something that can be used by your accounting team. So it allows your accounting department an ability, it gives them an ability to download a report for all of the bookings that were made by your school. So let's say, for example, October 1 until today, you click on download report. It will give you an Excel spreadsheet, which will give you the information about all of the bookings that were made by your school. Just give me one moment. There you have it. So you can see the name of the teacher that was booked, their registration number, the date, whether it's a full day or a half day, the time that they covered, class being covered, and all of those information. So I hope this one will be very useful for the payroll process for your school as well. Now let's go ahead and talk about the settings that you as an admin will need to know. So click on the very last tab and then click on admin settings. This is again something that is only accessible by the administrators of the school. The very first option that you got here is the daily booking summary. Our system sends you an email every day to give you a report of all of the bookings for that day. And normally we send it at around 8 in the morning. But if you wish to receive it some other time, then just go ahead and select what time you would like to receive it. Let's say 3 p.m. Then just click on Save Changes. Basically, it's just an email with all of the information about the booking for today. Staff reason for absence list. I know that you guys might have other reasons. So of course, there's an option for you to add more. Just click on update, add a reason, and then save. So that when you send out a request, you should be able to see it here. All right, let's go back to the admin settings. Default is school times. I think I mentioned to you guys earlier that there's a way for you to change the default school time should your school have a different school times. Just click on edit, change the time, and then save changes. Break times, you can also change that one. And you can also modify your form to select which are the ones that will be mandatory. But I strongly suggest that you put a check in all of these. So in that way, whenever someone sends a booking request, they need to fill out all of those important details. Because based on the tip that I gave you guys earlier, make sure that you're giving out all of the information that the relief teacher needs to know when covering a class. All right, payroll report settings. This is something that is more advanced, so we're not going to go ahead and talk about that one today. SMS settings, this is just for, let's say, for example, your school is still sending out a request and a lot of relief teachers are not using the app. They will get the request as a text message, and there is an option here to say or to reply to them, telling them that the position has been filled. I don't suggest that you disable this one. Just keep it active. So in that way, whenever a relief teacher accepts a booking request and that position has already been filled, they will get a response telling them that the position has been filled. So in that way, we can be more sensitive, with the teacher, and we're allowing or we're informing them not to wait for the request anymore because someone got it already. All right, so those are the settings inside the admin settings, but you also have my settings. My settings, everyone can access this one, even if you're an admin or not. I've shown you the way to remove the haven't indicated teachers from here. So this is where you can find it. You also have the list teachers by star rating and list teachers by alphabetical order. So this one goes here when you send out a booking request. So they get listed alphabetically or they get listed based on their star rating. I know you guys have a question about the star rating. As you can see there on the list, next to the names of the relief teachers, you have stars. You actually have an option to change the color of the stars by going to My Teachers. And from here, you can see the stars under their names. How do you change the colors? Click on the stars itself. So click on it, it will load up. You only gave or you remove the star. Did I click on Simone? Sarah Wilson. Yeah, I think I click on Sarah Wilson. So the star or the color of the star changed to black one. Black one means they are currently inactive. So they will not be in your list whenever you send out a booking request. Let's say I want to change the color. Let's click on the stars again. Now they have the gray stars. Gray stars, it means that the teacher is currently suspended. Let's say there is a relief teacher that you don't want to be booked for this term, then you can go ahead and put gray stars next to their profile so that they won't be included into your booking request. Don't worry about the teachers. They will never know or they will never be able to find out if they are suspended in your list. Click on the star again to change the color. Now there's no color. But if you click on the stars again, you get one golden star. And if you click on it again, you get two golden stars. So basically, two golden stars puts the relief teacher on top of the list every time you send out a booking request. So let's try it here. So she will be, hold on, let me just change the availability date. I think it's because she's not available, but let me just double check. She is, or she has not updated her availability status. So let's go to my settings and let's show those teachers that haven't updated their availability status. So if I go to book a teacher again, you will see that Sarah will be on top because you gave her 2 golden stars. One golden star, of course, will be the second ones in the list, whilst you have the ones in grays and blacks at the bottom.